matrimony. And God established it. Now, I wasn't there, of course, but back then, I suspect it was a lovely place. Why? Because love was all over the place. God loved them. They loved God. They loved one another, and love was just abounding all over the place. You know, there's a song we're going to sing here in a moment. You ever heard that old song? I know I'm dating myself, but it goes like this. Love put a song in my heart. Love puts a song in your heart. I was teaching the Sunday school class the other day, telling the children about 1 + 1 = 2. And then I showed the children that 2 = 1 + 1. It goes either way. And love puts a song in your heart. And I told them that the greatest commandment there is to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul. And as Luke says, he throws it in, all thy strength. So if you want to have more love in your life, I found this to be true. Put a song in your life. And you start singing love songs to the Lord, and you're going to find you have more love for the Lord. I know it's worked for me, and I think it'll work for you because that equation works either way. You follow me? The other day, I was feeling kind of bad, and an old tune come to my mind. That's the power of music and the danger. And that old tune was, well, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. And I thought, phooey on this. Satan wants you to sing sad songs, broken-hearted songs. And so I rewrote that song, and we're just going to stand right now, and you out there do the same thing. Because you're getting bored with the sermon, so stand up, and we're going to sing this song. I rewrote it. And I think you'll like it. It'll put love in your heart. You'll have blessings come in your life. Bring it up on the screen, Richard, right about now. Come on. by the numbers, a love that makes me win. And the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Smile about now, it won't hurt you any. Well, he cut it off that way. Next time, kind of just, we'll do it like the big boys do it. We'll just kind of fade it down, and fade me in, and I'll just speak up, and they'll say, "Ooh, that boy's polished." You may be seated. Why do I tell you all this? Why do I have you sing it? Well, one, to wake you up, pay attention. But you'll find you sing, they come, the angels, the love, joy, and peace, and the love comes big time. Why tell all this? What's the purpose of this sermon and series of sermons? To break the Jezebel spirit, to crush it right along with Satan. Romans 16:20 says, "And the God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet." Men, to be men of God, you must reverse the mistake, or at least not make the mistake that Adam made. Which means men must choose God over the woman if, as they say, push comes to shove. An illustration comes to my mind. I shared it out in Nashville, Tennessee back in February, I believe it was, but a friend of mine called me one day, and he was brokenhearted. I tell you, a broken heart is painful. And the woman that he thought he was going to marry had, as they say, broke it off with him. And I didn't give him a sermon or a lecture at the time. I just gave him encouragement. In fact, I said to him, I said, "You never know, this could be the death of a vision." And sometimes the Lord works that way. I said, or the Lord bring you somebody even better. You know, you try to do something to encourage him. Now, the reason. Well, there must have been a reason, Pastor Peters. Oh, there was. There was a good reason. She said he had too much God in his life. And he was saying to me, "How can I have too much God in my life?" I'll tell you what the real reason, that's just surface reason. What the real move was, it was a Jezebel move to see to it whether or not he was going to back off a little bit on his religion. So she was out there to get those reins out of his hand right up front. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know him or her that well. I never did know her at all, but I suspect what was going on in my spirit was she saw that he was a man, and he did have the reins in his hand, and he was going to ride. She's going to have to ride with him behind, you see. And really, probably what she wanted to ride and have him lead the horse. Just came to me. But anyway, and so there's too much God in your life. Well, he didn't back off. He didn't back off. I know how these Jezebels work. I know of a preacher that was married to one. Oh, they can look sweet. They can look pretty and kind. But she made it known to him that if she was to stay with him, he wanted to keep her, he was going to have to stop preaching what he preached. This thing that they call identity. Now, he wrote a song, kind of dedicated in his heart to the old gal. Say, "Old gal, I want you to know something. There are such things as Canaanites, and they are, as Jesus said, dogs. Not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs. They are female hound dogs.